Talk to me about nature. Why is it something that is becoming ever important for us to care about, especially today?
Well, I think, the main thing that we've forgotten is that we are nature, that we're animals,
Hmm.
and we're water, and we're fire, and we're earth, and we're air, we're all those things, and, if we think about wild nature, it's important to remember that, uh, they're essential to our survival on this planet. So, when you think about wild nature, you know, it's important to understand that without trees, we don't have clean air. Without bees, we lose a third of our food.
Hmm.
Um, without, you know, any of our natural relationships with nature, and if we just grow to be completely dependent on human-made sources, we thus are, becoming something separate from the earth, which is not in survival mode.
So, I mean, when I hear that, you know, the obvious sort of, connection and point you make there is that without nature, we can't exist. I mean, our survival is threatened to its core. I'm
Mhm.
interested because I'm interested in learning if you have some thoughts on whether there's a spiritual connection or a spiritual significance to why we should care about nature rather than, the aspects of survival, which are, of course, important. And, they would threaten our existence. But on that, I mean, spiritually, what do you think we have here in nature that one can sort of connect with and invoke within him?
Well, we have a saying at Wild Bear, and it goes, "The more we know, the less we fear, and the more we love and protect the earth." And the more we live more harmonious with the natural world, the more healthy and happy and centered and um, positive we are as humans. And research really shows that the more we're connected, whether it's noticing, the night sky, which everybody can, hopefully, without
Yeah,
terrible
hopefully.
light, um, and the more we can connect to the birds that are flying past and there's just a lot of research that shows that reduces anxiety, reduces stress, elevates happiness, elevates ability to focus, and uh, we become healthier and happier humans. So that connection with nature, with wild nature, with just nature. It isn't well. When I say wild nature, I'm not talking about the mountain wild. I'm talking about the inner city nature that exists just anywhere. That's
Hmm,
not us.
hmm.
Um, we're then more connected to each other. And really, what's important to understand is that we as humans, our common ground is nature. What we all have in common is nature. And if we can get more connected to what we all have in common, I think our relationships and our ability to navigate the tough times becomes much better.
I want to
And
take a
it's not
step
just
back from that. And that's
Mhm.
beautiful, by the way. That's beautiful. I think that as you sort of highlighted there, human beings need something central to connect them across the globe. And I think nature isn't a bad option, actually, a really great one.